All right, hello everybody. Welcome to coronavirus update number 11. It is approximately 7:58 right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. So, unfortunately, I do not have any new statistical data today. However, there is some signs of hope. The infection rate is down, the number of ICUs is down, and I believe the number of deaths today are at very staggering lows. 177 deaths in New Jersey today, and I believe 400. This was yesterday. 177 yesterday, and 478 deaths in New York today. So clearly, we in the area and the region, North Jersey, New York City, we are in the period of the plateau. Some areas are past the plateau, and I think we're pretty close. Yeah, 177 was the number that was reported today. So we're definitely at the decline. Unfortunately, I don't have any updated statistical data to show at the moment, but once that gets updated, it's probably going to be on Wednesday. I will show that, but things are looking really good. We got to keep doing what we're doing because clearly it's fun, man. Go ahead. But the most important thing is we got to keep doing what we're doing, and we're at the halfway point between the transition of the plateau and the decline. I can't answer that. I don't know when malls are going to open. Honestly, I just take it day by day. I can't say yes and I can't say no. It's going to ultimately be up to what people said. They did open up marinas and golf courses and stuff, so I could see more restrictions getting eased up. So yeah. Hey, Fansec, how are you, man? I mean, we got to take it day by day. I'm not going to say yes and I'm not going to say no. It's going to depend. I think if the way that the numbers are going in right now, there's a very possibility it could happen, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm doing okay then. Um, I highly doubt it. I mean, the only reason the other states do it are ending school for the rest of the year is because they end the school year much earlier. We end the school year much later. So I think there's a shot at getting us back into school, but this again, this excludes all kids that are in college because you guys are pretty much homebound for the rest of the semester. But as for people that are in 12th grade or below, there's a very slim, I would say now there's about a 50% chance you all are going to go back to school. It could increase by another 25% by the end of next week, but it's going to all depend on the staggering numbers and stuff. It's a lot of factors and a lot of variables. And if everything lines up, there's a very good chance that people in New York and New Jersey could be going back to school. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like schools around here end in late June. So logistically, it does actually make sense for kids to physically go back to school. And I know it may not sound like that, but I think that's what is going to happen. Um, but like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully, with the way that the numbers are going, there's a very good chance that might happen. But it's going to all depend on the direction that the virus is going. And right now, it's definitely down. A lot of the stuff is down, so we're definitely in the downward period now. But we have to keep practicing what we are doing. Um, you know, that's the most important thing is we have to keep practicing what we're doing now, so that we can get back to that stuff. So it let's I wouldn't jump the gun that quickly, but let's see how this week goes, and maybe, just maybe, we could be entering phase one, but I wouldn't jump the gun that quickly. Now, I could say that the mayor made a smart decision or a bad decision. Ultimately it's going to be Cuomo's call about schools. I think Cuomo is going to be the one that isn't going to make the final decision for just New York City, but also New York State and Connecticut and New Jersey. That's why they're holding off on schools for now. Pennsylvania totally makes sense. I mean, they end in early June, late May. Totally makes sense. But it's going to depend. So yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too. I'm hoping sooner than later. I mean, at some point, businesses have to start opening up again. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate the subscription. At some point, we gotta say that enough is enough. We'll have some kind of treatment, and people have to get back to work. That's the bottom line. People have to get back to work. Kids have to get back to school. I mean, it's going to be slow, but it's going to happen sooner than later. I think if we reopen up things in like June, now that's not just it's depending on the area specifically, that's okay. But our area, we have to start figuring out ways to reopening stuff again. But obviously with restrictions until there is a vaccine or some form of treatment. I think the treatment's coming first, and then I think a vaccine probably next year. And that we are all going to have to get it. So there's no exceptions. That includes yours truly, who's speaking right now. Um, yeah, I think you're most likely going to go back. But it depends on the way that the numbers go. A lot can change. It could spike up again. So like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of people who are suffering right now. A lot of people who, work as waitresses and waiters and they have 2 to 3 kids. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? And they're forced to stay home because they were ordered by the state to shut down. So it's scary. So yeah, no. I'm getting the vaccine too. Everyone is. But it's scary for people to be out of work and not wondering what they're going to do. I mean, I think people need a lot most I would say maybe about 50% of the workforce needs to get back into action before June. Otherwise, we are going to go into a recession, and it's all because of a virus. Like, that would be the worst case scenario. But I mean, like I said, we need to get back to normality. We need to push to get some parts of the thing back. It's and I get it, stay home, but ultimately we gotta, we did it for 8 weeks, and now we gotta say, listen, people gotta get back to work. Kids have to go back to school, parents have to go back to work, and that's it. Ban large gatherings, yes, but let's get people back to work. It's time to go back. Not yet, but I think the extension, I don't think should be extended no later than May 15th. I think after that, that's it. No more extensions, no nothing else. That's it. And not only that, and I'm being serious, and you can disagree with me, guys, or not, China has to pay. I don't care what somebody says. I don't care what way they spin it. China has to pay. And I will say it again and again and again. China has to pay. And they're going to have to pay a hefty price. I'm not saying all the Chinese are bad, but there's a selected few that are good that I respect. But a lot of them, they're laughing at us right now, the Chinese. But it's very political. But unfortunately, that's just the way it is right now. And I cannot stress it enough. So they damaged a lot of stuff. So it's a shame too. They you know, and I don't having other family issues, so it's a lot, and to have certain things canceled. I couldn't even go to Sears or Smith Haven. I'm still going out there, but now I won't be able to go to Sears because they were asked to vacate the building by April 11th. Same goes with Kmart at Penn Station, but at least I'll get to see Macy's and Comac, so that's something, I guess. It's better than nothing. But it stinks. It stinks that it had to happen. So I mean, the good thing out of it is that at least I got to Macy's at Broadway Commons. At least I got to Sears in New Brunswick and Livingston before it all started going down the tubes. But it's a shame, and I just heard today that Bon Jovi, who's a performer that's based right here in New Jersey, literally just canceled his entire summer tour and now is refunding everybody the money. I definitely don't want to be doing this in the summer. We have to get things back open by the middle of May. Not everything, but we have to get some things open back up. People need to start going to parks again. We need to start going in small, very, very, very small gatherings. The virus will be controlled, And what I'm hoping for is there will be some form of treatment by the fall so that this will never happen again. And we can, we'll have to practice social distancing, And even before all this, guys, I was washing my hands left and right. So, way before this happened, even when I went out to Long Island back in February, I was washing my hands all the time, all the time. So, I mean, I was staying very clean. So, yeah. Oh, I don't regret making my trip either. Best $40 I ever spent taking the Long Island Railroad and New Jersey Transit. So, I am going to ultimately end up doing that for Smith Haven, but that's going to be whenever things start opening up again. And the only reason why I'm still going to go out there is for Macy's and Comac. But even then, that's, you know, it's kind of I mean, not really a waste, but, we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I don't regret making that trip. I mean, that was the best investment for my channel, was going to Broadway Mall before the Macy's closed. It's a shame too that store closed. It was the tallest suburban department store in the United States of America. It was a Gertz that opened up in 1956, became a Stearns, and it became Paramus, New Jersey based Stearns in 1982, and it became a Macy's in 2001. Same thing with the Comac store. It was a Gertz, Stearns, and Macy's, but much smaller Macy's versus the Macy's at Broadway, Texas driven state parks. But people have to, yeah, a lot of things are starting to reopen, especially in the areas that didn't get hit so hard, which to me totally makes sense. I heard Georgia's opening up. What's it called? Georgia's opening up like bars with social distancing. So yeah, how many people do you think could be in the gathering at the maximum level during the summertime? Maybe 50. Yeah, I don't even know how theme parks are going to control that. That's going to be interesting. They're probably going to have to cut capacity in half. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting because I am supposed to go out to Hershey Park at some point this summer. I mean, probably more towards the end of June. Definitely don't want to go at the beginning of June because I'm going to have there. So yeah. Yeah, I mean they could exceed it, but I don't know. It's going to depend on a lot of factors. So I don't know the exact answer, but maybe it'll be. Maybe we'll wait and see. Hopefully things will be a little bit better by then. You know, and we can put this madness. Yeah, guys, I don't think this is ever going to happen again. I think there will be some form of treatment that will be available by the end of the summer, and then eventually they can develop the vaccine, and hopefully the vaccine will be available in January, and everybody will get the vaccine, and that's it, and we'll never have this madness again. So yeah, just looking at my phone. So yeah, the hydroxychloroquine, and then the other one, there's another drug that they've been testing. So yeah, how'd you get harassed at Wegmans? That's interesting. There's another drug, the Rendisivir, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's the other drug that I think is actually working a lot better than the hydroxychloroquine, apparently. So it's either going to be that one or the other one, vice versa, depending on which one works better. But I think it's going to be a drug that's going to help out the thing. So yeah, or the virus rather. But yeah. Now, like I said, are you still aiming? Depends. It's going to depend on a lot of factors. Like I said, it's going to depend on if they start easing restrictions. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of clinical studies. I don't even know. I don't know the name of it. I just got an email. Hmm. Okay. Sorry, I was reading something. So yeah. Hmm. Crazy. Damn. Yeah, that's on Long Island, dude. I'm surprised you've never been there. I'm really surprised you've never been there. That's definitely Long Island. So I don't have the answer to that. I honestly don't know when malls are going to reopen. It's going to depend on a lot of things. I don't know. I don't have the answer right now. It's it's a day by day process. I hate to say that, but yeah, it's literally a day by day process. I don't know when malls are going to reopen. I honestly do not know when they're going to reopen. Let's look through some cards. Okay. It's okay, I guess. But I know, but I don't know the answer right now. I want to go May 15th. It would be nice to go May 15th, but I don't know. It's going to be up to the elected officials. Let's see what they say. Hopefully I am right, and we'll see. It's not a guaranteed. It's going to be up to the numbers. If the numbers keep going down, then there's a very high chance, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. So unfortunately, guys, the COVID thing did not update. Yeah, it was not updated, so I can't really go over that. I don't. Yeah, no, you're right. I don't have the magic wand either. It's going to be in the powers of whatever the governors say. So, but anyways, so unfortunately, guys, I don't have any data to go over right now, and I do seriously wish I did. But there's really nothing else I can say right now. It's I would love to sit here and talk, but there's really nothing else to talk about. But yeah, so and I kind of have homework to do for school, and yeah, so I do I no, they will open up before there's a vaccine. They have to. They can't keep losing money. So, but yeah. So I do hate to end the live stream, but unfortunately, guys, there is no updated information. That's just the way it is tonight, unfortunately. And I have to do work because I really have to buckle down and finish off my semester strong. I know this was quick and short, but like I said, no updated information. I can't really go over statistical data until it's in the system. So unfortunately, um, you know, I mean, let me see. Yeah, there's really nothing I can show, unfortunately. So, yeah, if the quarantine were to last, no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, guys. Unfortunately, there's nothing else to talk about. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this update, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a great week.